a random observation and thought about being a writer. The Up to the point of maybe the 1800s, most writers, they were part of the privileged class. They were part of an elite social strata of their societies, their communities, where due to circumstances they could be considered. Well, I mean, their background is that they're educated, they know how to read and write, they understand literature, and they are afforded the luxury of, well, I can sit around and write things. I can tell a story and explain something and publish this thing so that other people can read it. Um, so into the 1800s, there's a shift, there's the change where the people writing, they they're part of the working class, the poor class, and in particular, I'm thinking of individuals like Jack London or why am I forgetting his name right now? The guy who wrote Great Expectations and other authors who, because I'm thinking about like I heard about Jane Austen recently and how the United Kingdom um, has a new £10 note that features Jane Austen, and the NPR news piece I was listening to was referring to how a lot of what Jane Austen wrote about covered, economics and women entering into the economic field, and how Jane Austen herself was seeking to support herself economically through her writing. The audiences essentially like to read what they know, what they're familiar with, or things that relate to them. And the popularity of individuals like Jack London and Ernest Hemingway is they did these tasks, these jobs that many people experience, and they're also sort of manly pursuits or manly uh, descriptions and explanations of people. Um, in the case of Jack London, he did a lot of random things, and all of these things were just physically demanding and intense, and led to him writing these elaborate stories of like, oh, what's it like to be part of the gold rush and go into the Yukon, Alaska territory. Um, in the case of Hemingway, which is interesting because potentially it's he witnessed was party to some event going on and either exaggerated or put himself in the place of certain characters, certain people in the story, and so therefore you, the reader, holding this book, this catalog of well, here's what Hemingway did on this day. Um, so yeah, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. But as for myself, and it's weird because I'm also thinking about the movie Passengers, and there was a criticism about the story of Passengers and how that unfolds with the characters involved. Um, and I remarked that as a writer, there's a certain thing about what's going on in Passengers which seems to be attractive, and it's like that. This is what I need to be participating in, what I need to be a part of. In the case of Passengers, it's when Chris Pratt's character says, "I fell in love with your writing." to me, that was a profound statement. That's something that it's like, ooh, he said it, and it's not going to leave the air. It's going to be there. It's going to echo around, and it's going to come, back to, um, the female lead's, Kirsten Dunst's character, and what's going on with her. So that's part of it. The other part of it is manly men. It's interesting just how much manly men sort of characters, qualities that myself has been a part of, and it's interesting like how my father helped instill that in me. Some basic carpentry, sailing, shooting guns, hunting, um, and I can take these skills and ideas and apply them to myself, my own life, and yeah, so manliness. What is the idea of manliness? And it's something that audiences will like, that will gravitate towards. So that's something to keep in mind for young authors out there about, oh, I want to write this or that, and have these individuals involved. Like, well, you could, but here's the thing that's going to happen, or here's an idea of what you can do. Manliness. I don't know the whole thing about it, but anyways. Okay, that's all I can think of.